Hmm.
Let me see. I think we're recording. Hi guys, how y'all doing?
Morning. Morning.
How y'all doing this beautiful day? Yes, it is morning. Yes,
It is morning.
but we got a lot to do today.
I want to say happy birthday to my mom. She passed away about 4 years ago. Love you. Uh, I always think about you. I still talk to you.
Oh, happy birthday, Virgie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a rough day yesterday. He's not gonna tell you guys,
I'm good.
but he has bad days. But hey, you know, I feel like you wouldn't be human if you didn't feel the pain and loss
Oh yeah.
from loved ones, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, everybody goes through hurt and pain and grief, and, I think everybody deals with it differently, you
yeah, I think
know?
so too.
And so,
And to the people I know, one I know for sure, Sonny, who his mom passed away too. I understand how you feel, and I know you understand how I feel. You know,
yeah,
Salazar,
yeah,
you know,
I think it's,
even Strap,
yeah,
you know,
you know,
and even Andre.
I don't understand, or I don't want to say I don't understand. I understand loss. I understand grief. If you know our story,
Yeah,
we lost four babies in 4 years back to back. And, I had to deliver each one of them, and we just had to wait for our baby to pass, or our baby was already passed away when I delivered them. So, and I'm not going to lie, that still hurts,
oh yeah,
you know?
oh yeah.
And so I don't know the pain of losing your mom because my mom is still here,
It's
but I know that it hurts,
yeah.
you know.
I'll say this to everybody that still has your mom. Like I told my wife, everybody that still has your mom, enjoy her, spend time with her, cause the thing about it is when she gone, you gonna miss her getting on your nerves.
Yeah,
You gonna miss her coming around when you don't want her around. You gonna miss hearing her voice. You gonna miss
yeah,
her telling you things to do. You gonna miss all of that because it
yeah,
ain't gonna be there no more.
yeah,
And a lot of things people don't realize till it's gone.
yeah,
But if it's your mom, you only get one mom, one dad. So it's
yeah,
good to enjoy them while they're still here.
yeah.
And like they gotta say, give them their roses while they're still alive.
Right, right.
You
I
know,
think we were talking about that because I was like, oh, mom gets on my nerves. She does this, she does that, and he was like, hey,
yeah.
still spend time with your mom while she's here. Still do things with
Because
her
when she gone,
because
you gonna want her to be
you're
there to
gonna
get
miss
on your
that,
nerves.
right? So I understand. Like I understand loss. I don't understand the fact of losing my mom. So even though each year is hard for Jonathan, I try to. I know I can't take his mind off of it, but I try to do things to you know, kind of keep him laughing, kind of keep him, in a happy place. And so I hate to see you sad, you
Oh,
know?
I'm good.
I hate to,
I'm
no, he's
good.
not. Hey, he
I'm good.
says that he's good, but he's not. He's not. He's not.
Hey,
Matter of fact, I saw on social media yesterday that his whole side of the family had a whole party for his mama and they didn't tell him nothing. And he tells me that he's good, but if you know your spouse, if you know your significant other, your friends, your family, you know when they say, "Oh, I'm okay," Oh, I'm good. Oh, that doesn't bother me. You know the tone. You know, like, it's not okay, but they say it's okay. And I've been with Jonathan too long to know when he says, "Oh, I'm good," that he's not good. He didn't go to bed last night, so I knew he wasn't good. Then he woke up hurting today, and he was like, "Out the blue, I don't know why I'm hurting." So I knew that he wasn't good. And
That's just pain. That's all.
let me just say, I understand people have their own lives. I understand life goes on and everything, but I feel like when you have a loss like that, one thing I have found is it either brings you closer together
Or pulls you
or
apart.
it pulls you further apart. And I feel like since, I don't know, I don't want to say since your mom has passed, but even maybe before that, I don't know. Jonathan's family is different from my family. Let me tell you something. Me and my brothers, like, we check on each other. If I haven't heard from my brothers in a while, I text them like, hey, just texting, see how you doing. Or if they haven't heard from me, they may text me, hey, just checking on you. And it may be a couple of months, it may be a while. Or we may get together, like, I might say, hey guys, next Sunday I'm cooking dinner. If y'all can stop by, come by. You know, and so I don't understand that with Jonathan and his family because even though me and my brothers don't talk every day, we still keep that communication kind of
Well, I
close,
think a lot of it with my family. When I left, it was just me. I was on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I guess it kind of helped me in the long run as I got older. But I had to deal with everything myself.
right,
You know, and in doing that, I can say it made me a lot stronger. But in the same sense, you know what I mean? I didn't get the the being around each other kind of vibe.
right,
So
right. I don't know.
but after I talk to my mom every day.
Wow, you used to talk to her like every morning.
Yeah,
Like I would get up to go to the bathroom at like 4 in the morning. And I hear him talking. Like, bro, who you talking to? They're like, oh, I'm talking to mom. She says, hey. I'm like, oh, tell her hey. And I'm going back and I'm getting in my bed like 4 in the morning, you
but
know?
she know with my crazy work hours, anytime she would wake up, she would call me or I call her, because she know I'd be up,
Yeah,
even if I'm
that's.
at work or not.
And so I'm not gonna lie, I used to like that. Like, I can't do that with my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I promise y'all, if y'all will hear a phone conversation between me and my mama, in about 5 minutes, it's gonna go from 0 to 100 real quick. Like, I'm gonna let you go because I'm not even gonna let you take me that today. You know. Now I guess that I'm older and I talk to Bay about it. He's kind of she doesn't make me as upset now. I'm like, okay, I see you're having a bad day. I'm gonna let you go. Or did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed this morning? Or I'll try to say something to kind of like bring the mood down, soften the mood or whatever.
Right.
But I cannot say no. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't do that with my mama. I just can't. So I used to like that relationship that he had with his mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
And that really gave me when she passed because of our good relationship.
right,
It did give me closure
right,
on that fact.
right, right.
So it
And
wasn't a continuation of carrying a lot of grief,
right,
you know, with a lot of beating myself up all at the same time. You know what I mean?
right,
It was just more of the how do you say it? More of the pain of the loss.
right. Let me tell you, he didn't remember her birthday when she was here, right? He remembers it now that she's gone. But then when she was here, I'd be like, oh, I sent your mom a gift in the mail today. Oh, today mom's birthday? Yeah. And then I would always put,
Bad with birthdays.
then I would always put from Jonathan and the family or something like that. And I think she knew. I think she knew that he forgot.
Yeah, she knew.
And so it was me that was remembering. So, but I don't know. Even in like a little bit off of that subject, like I understand what you're saying. Like you were kind of distant from your siblings because, like, I wasn't distant from my siblings, but like my oldest brother, he went off to college, and
Right.
then when he went off to college, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt. I don't know. I'm not gonna say alone because I did have my younger brother, but I kind of felt like, oh man, he left us here because like we went through some
Right.
mess when we were younger.
Right.
And so I don't know, I didn't hold any hostility, but I was like, man, he just left us here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I don't hold any bad grudge or nothing against him, but I guess that's just a young person thinking, I guess.
Right.
And
It is.
yeah, but still, I would not dare. Like, let me tell you something. My brothers work, and so even I'll still invite them if I'm having something, and my brother let me know. Like either one of them, like, hey, I gotta work Sunday, or I gotta work Saturday. I remember one time I told my brothers, like, hey, I'm gonna cook Saturday. Like, hey, y'all come by if you can. My brother was like, one of my brothers was like, oh, I'm not sure if I could come Saturday because I got to work Saturday. I was like, oh, don't worry. I'll switch it to Sunday just so he could come. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know that everybody can't do that, but I feel like I want to keep that relationship with my brothers, with my family.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's family.
Yeah. It
At the end
is.
of the, I don't know, it's family. When Jonathan first lost his mom, I was like, hey, you need to holler at your sisters and be like, hey, y'all need to at least get together like once a month, once every 2 months, something
And
like that.
I did holler at
So we
him.
were over there at one of his sister's house, and I heard him tell him like, hey, we should get together. No. Matter of fact, I think they get together, you know, but I don't think they tell him anything. And so I know that hurts him. I'm like, hey, you
No,
got
I'm good. Trust
he,
me.
he's not
I'm
good,
good.
but because even though you have family, let me tell you something. Even though I have my family here, my brothers are still my family. You know what I'm saying? That's like a bond there that I don't have with anybody else. Like I used to tell you that all the time. Like, man, I don't understand y'all relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that with my brothers. If my brothers, let me tell you something. If my brothers out to eat and I see it online, I would say, bro, I like to eat. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I don't mean it in a bad way, but I'm like, hey, yo, you could holler at me. But I guess we've never really done that. So I can I guess I don't relate. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of times I'll see tributes to Jonathan's mama like, oh mom, we miss you. Your girls miss you like crazy. Oh mom, your girls love you. And I'm like, man, Virgie didn't just have girls. She had a son too. You know what I'm saying? And
And the oldest.
and so I kind of I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen I don't want to call it dysfunction. I've never seen that before. I've seen siblings like not talk, not get along, like you go your way, you go your way. But like let's be clear. I ever since I've been with Jonathan, I've cooked Thanksgiving and Christmas. And every year I've told anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
You can come to my house. I cook every year. I don't care what's going on. I'm cooking. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a pandemic, and guess what? I'm cooking. I'm gonna take the necessary precautions, but yeah, I'm cooking. If you don't want to come, I understand. But I just feel like the holidays is for family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't exclude Jonathan's family. I just don't tell my brothers. I say, hey, invite your sisters. Like, they should be here too. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, they just started coming a few years back, but that didn't bother me either because I don't cook just for his family and I don't cook just for my family. I cook for my family in general, my whole family, my in-laws and my side of the family. I cook for everybody because I feel like the holidays is for family. I feel that that's for togetherness, for love, to reminisce, to chat, to talk, to catch up. Even if you haven't seen each other all year,
Right.
that's the time to have fun, to lay back. And I I do that because my grandmother used to do that, you know?
Right.
And so I wanted to keep that tradition alive. You know what I'm saying? So me
Somebody had to.
so me and Jonathan, I have like, hey, don't bring nothing, just come. We don't want y'all to bring nothing. He doesn't make his sisters bring nothing. I don't make my brothers bring nothing. Hey, just come and have a good time.
Yep.
And I just feel like, let me tell you something. My youngest brother, you know, it was times that he didn't have much. And he would be like, hey, I don't have much, but I cook Sunday dinner if y'all hungry. You
Yeah.
just call and tell us that out the
Out the
blue,
blue. Yep.
you know? And I'd be like, man, thank you. A lot of times we can't go, but he never stopped extending that invitation.
Right.
Even though we couldn't go, he never stopped extending that invitation for us to go.
Yep.
And it's been times that we went, there's been times that we didn't.
Like the time he had the was it the Indian food he made?
Oh no, that was for Christmas.
That was Christmas.
Yeah, that was Christmas. And not only for Christmas did he make the Indian food, but he made all that Indian food. Oh my goodness. He will put some Indian places out of business. But anyway, that's a whole nother different story. They came here for Christmas. And so he was like, hey, y'all need to come get some of this food. And I knew we had to go, but I had a lot going on here. And so what he ended up doing was like the day after Christmas or something like that. He ended up like packing up some food and bringing it to us.
Yeah.
Like, wow, thank you. He didn't get offended that we didn't go. Like, hey, I'll bring it to you. And I just feel like
Finding another way.
you're right, and I just feel like that's what families should do. You know, I
Yep. I
don't.
mean, I agree. I think some family don't even take time to think about other ways. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they used to the same routine. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because in the same routine, like for example, in my family, the same routine. Back in the day, I wouldn't be there because nobody kept in contact with me like that, but mom.
right.
So
But still,
that's why I
though,
don't. I don't personally. I don't be tripping. You
but
know what I
but
mean? Don't get
still,
me wrong. When it first started happening, and I thought we was all trying to,
come together because your mom passed.
right. Yeah. It really it kind of hurt me, but I'm
I don't
better.
know. I don't know. I
I'm
just,
better.
I just,
I have the Almighty God Himself, and I still talk to my mom every day in heaven. And you know what I
I
mean.
understand
And
that,
and I know
but that's
in
bullcrap,
in her in her she wouldn't want. You know what I mean. She would want me to keep going
right?
and keep trying to do right. So that's
She
my example,
would.
and that's what I go by.
She would want that, but she also would want you to have a better relationship with your
And
sisters.
that's true.
You
But then it
know,
also comes from two sides.
It does. I totally agree.
You know,
I totally agree.
I'm gonna do everything that I'm supposed to do, and then all I can do at that point is wait and see if the other side picks up. You know what I mean?
And it doesn't.
And if it doesn't, I just do what I'm supposed to do, and
I totally agree.
not condemn my blessings.
I totally
You know,
agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. I don't agree with that. Oh, I'm gonna do you the way you do me. I do
yeah,
not agree with that because that's not what God tells us to do.
right,
So
right,
no, I do not agree with that. I don't agree with. I agree with. Hey, I'm not gonna do you the way you do me.
right,
I'm gonna show you something different.
right.
But I just also, even though I feel that way, I also feel that people need to change. Me and Jonathan were talking the other day, and I was telling him that I honestly feel that when we're uncomfortable, we're changing, we're
Yeah,
growing.
keep
Not only
going.
are we changing, we're growing. As long as we stay comfortable where we are, we're in our comfort zone,
Yeah,
and we're not growing. As soon as we're feeling uncomfortable, as soon as we're feeling like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can do this, or I don't know, those are the times that we're growing. And I've put myself, or we've put ourselves a lot of times in uncomfortable positions. And I think that's why we continue to grow.
yeah.
With God's help, also, that's why we continue to grow.
Amen.
And I don't feel like everybody is supposed to go where you're going. I honestly do feel that way. Yeah, I'm not saying that we're better than nobody. I'm not saying somebody else is better than us, but I'm just saying everybody
Yeah,
grows at different levels and at different times.
yeah.
And I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I don't have this problem with my family, even though I don't have I'm not saying I don't have a close relationship with my mom.
Right.
I'm saying that I do. We just can't talk for extended periods of time. We can't talk every single day. I can still get along with her. That's my mom. I'm not going to say nothing crazy to my mom.
Right.
That's my mom.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm not going to say nothing crazy to her, and I'm not going to let the next person say nothing crazy to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
like
understand.
every
I
year,
totally understand.
every year my dad used to, get this beach house, and we would all go to the beach house. Well, the last past like year or two, we weren't
Because of
able to
the
go
pandemic and
because of
stuff.
the pandemic. And so, for that little time at Christmas time, we get together. And guess
Yeah,
what?
we still do.
There's no fussing, there's no
Somebody will
fighting.
cook, and everybody gonna eat, and
Right. There's no fussing, there's no fighting, there's no bickering. We're going to come together, we're going to have a good time. And then after that, everybody's going to go back to their separate lives,
yeah,
you know? And I'm not going to lie, to be honest, I talk to my brothers more than I do my parents. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I talk to them more. I mean, it's nothing against my parents. It's just I don't know. I I don't know. I don't understand some people that don't talk to their siblings, or like Jonathan's
yeah,
people. They can actually have something for their mom and not tell him, or not even have something for their mom. Like actually have a dinner and not tell him. Like I don't understand that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I
I
understand.
don't. I don't know. I can't comprehend that because my family we don't do that. You know, I don't fault my brothers for working because they can't make it. I don't fault, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
I don't know.
Because everybody got different things to do, and you can't just expect in all situations for them to stop what they're doing. Because
Yeah, I just,
if they got to go to work, you got to go to work. You got to pay bills. So you can't be
right,
mad at them if they got to go to work when you
right,
having something and whatever the case.
right. I don't,
But like you say, all you can do is extend the offer,
right,
and see where it go from there. Or at the least, like, hey, having something Sunday. Can you make it? Oh, well, no, I got to go to work. Well, hey, I'm gonna put you a plate up. You know what I mean? So when you get by here,
And you know
you can
what?
have one or whatever. You know,
And you know
something.
what? For a long period of time, I did feel some type of like I did want to have a relationship with your family. You know, like I would talk to your mom from time to time,
Hmm.
you know, but you want to know, I felt some type of way because when we first got together and we were younger, we were always going to your mom's house on the weekends. We would
Yeah.
go to your mom's house. I would cook. We would take food over there. We would barbecue, cook, whatever. And then we would come back home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we did that for a long time. And then the first time we stopped doing it because we started losing the babies. Do you know not nobody in your family reached out to me?
I don't know.
I don't know if they reached out to you, but that hurt me.
Well,
That
well,
hurt me because I felt like I don't know, maybe I felt like that we were better than that. And so
yeah.
nobody reached out. Nobody was like,
Nobody reached
I was
out.
on the verge of
Remember, it
freaking,
was just me and you.
that's it. Your mom came for one of the babies for a few
Yeah, she
days,
did.
and then she was like, it's mess going on in my house. I got to go back home,
Yeah, I
you
remember
know?
that.
And,
I remember that.
and I did appreciate her being there because
Yeah,
she
she
did
did.
help.
Yeah,
And that let me know that she cared, you
yeah,
know?
because we
But
was gonna
like,
try to get in that place
right,
where she can have her own
right.
house.
And so I did feel some type of way then because I felt like nobody even said, how are you doing? Are you okay? You know,
Yeah,
and I was on the brink of freaking out. I didn't even want to be here anymore, you know, and I felt like nobody reached out, you know,
yeah,
and it took God to touch my heart and say, hey, don't focus on that, you know, just focus on the positive. I
right.
got that. You just focus on the positive,
Yeah,
you know, and
he told you right.
you know, my brothers checked on me,
Yeah,
you know. I remember my oldest brother, he used to come to the apartment almost every day. Mind you, he stayed in freaking Katy at the time.
yeah,
And he would come there and he would say nothing. He would just come and he would just sit there with me. And then after about a couple hours or hours, so he'd be like, okay, I'm finna go. And then maybe the next day or the day after, he would come back and I would be down and I would be depressed. And, you know, he didn't care that I wasn't talking. I didn't care that he wasn't talking. It was just the fact of him being there.
he was just showing that support.
And you just don't know how much that helps just to know that somebody's there in your
Oh yeah,
time of grief, you know? Like, I remember talking to you, telling you, like, I don't want to be here no more,
yeah, I
you
remember
know?
that.
And so to have somebody to say, like, I'm here without saying that I'm here, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
because even it's because
I don't know.
it's times when you don't say nothing, but you need somebody to say that,
Right,
but you
right,
don't really know it until you hear it.
right,
Then you can tell what kind of difference it makes in your heart and the things
right.
that's going on with you.
And like, I remember that,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, that's something you'll never forget.
Like, I remember even my other brother talking to me, and I used to tell him, like, hey, bro, like, I'm tripping. Like, I
Yeah.
hear my babies crying, like they're crying for me. Like, I don't know what to do. Like I'm going crazy. And he was like, hey,
Yeah.
if we know what we know, then we know that those aren't your babies crying for you because they're in a better place, you know?
Right.
Like, just the little words of encouragement, just the little things of them telling me, like, it's gonna be okay. And
Yeah.
I'm crying now because I can still feel that hurt. I can still feel
Yeah.
that
Because you're
pain,
going to always have that.
but I also still feel that comfort from my siblings,
Right.
you know? And so maybe that's why I don't understand, you know, with you to exclude your brother or not include him or not. I don't know. I just feel like that's selfish when you put your feelings above someone else's. I believe that God blesses you when you put others before yourself.
Yeah, he does.
I feel like when you think about me, and then okay, you can think about you.
Right.
But then I'm gonna sit back and hold up on these blessings until you figure that it's not all about you.
That's what
But
happened.
it's a bigger picture than just about you,
Yeah, it
you
is.
know?
It is.
So I don't know. I didn't mean to get all cryy and
No, you're fine, dear.
but I don't know. I don't want to hold you all. Hey, stay close to your families.
Yes.
Love your families. If you are beefing with anybody in your family,
There you
fix
go.
that. Fix
Yeah,
it
it ain't worth
ASAP.
it.
It's not worth it. And if you're not beefing and you think that y'all need to get a little bit closer, hey, talk, come a little bit closer. You know,
Yeah.
y'all know my husband's on a lot of different blood pressure medicine. A lot, a lot. And I know that that's stress. You know, it's stress. But we're gonna fix that. We're gonna
Oh
fix
yeah.
that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, um, y'all be safe. We're gonna go. I'm all. Look, doesn't he look so
Oh,
sad?
razzle
Doesn't
dazzle.
he look so sad? I've been trying to. Hey, I didn't try to have make you have a good time yesterday.
Yeah. And I'm in pain today.
Yes, you are. And I'm taking him to eat some hot burgers today. He wants to go to this Papa Burgers or something.
Papa's burger.
Papa's Burgers. Hey, Papa's need to have a buy one get one free burger. But these hot burgers, I'll let y'all know. I might record a little bit of video later on today. But we're not gonna hold y'all. We're gonna let y'all go. Um, we love you all. We're gonna continue to pray for y'all. Don't forget, order your free Bible. We have shipping delays, but still order your free Bible.
And you will get it.
You will get it. You will. John is on my phone. He just sent whoever called me to voicemail.
Yep, he did.
So I'm getting ready to go because I'm finna go snatch up my phone. Anything you want to say before we go? Before we hit the road?
Nah.
Mwah.